All right, let's see if there was any good news to be found anywhere this week. There rarely is nowadays. Pokemon card tournament player disqualified for laughing when asked his preferred pronouns. Well, that's kind of a mixed bag, I guess. Is that good news? I'm not sure. A young Pokemon trading card game player was disqualified from Pokemon Regional Championships in Charlotte, North Carolina, after apparently letting out a nervous laugh when asked for his preferred pronouns. As Dextero reports, whatever that is, Makani Tran was facing off against his opponent, Alex Shemansky. It's like they're trying to write names that they know I can't pronounce properly. When he was reportedly pulled to one side and disqualified due to, quote, violating the event's inclusive policy. Oh, man. In a Twit Longer post, never heard of that either, Tran explained that as he walked over to the stream area for his 6th round, he was nervous due to the fact that he was going up against a well-known and skilled player. It was at this point that the judge asked the two players for their preferred pronouns. Do they have to do this for all the Pokemon too? Quote, I said, he or him or and I paused trying to think of the third pronoun being his, Tran wrote in the post. As I just stood there looking stupid trying to think of the third pronoun, I felt embarrassed because I was failing to think of a simple word. Due to the nerves and me being embarrassed, I let out a little laugh. Man, that's all it takes to get canceled nowadays. You gotta be careful with your nervous laughter. Man, that's brutal. All right, what else we got? Scientists create liquid trees. A tank full of water and microalgae that could be an alternative to trees in urban areas? We needed an alternative to trees? I was not aware of this. In a remarkable new innovation, Serbian scientists have developed what they are calling liquid trees. This innovation, which uses nanotechnology to create a liquid substance that mimics the properties of wood, has the potential to revolutionize a wide range of industries from construction to energy production. Man, if you could see this picture, it does not look pretty. Looks like antifreeze. The team of researchers based at the University of Belgrade. You know I'm not good at reading. That's what makes this segment work. Created the liquid trees by using cellulose nanofibers, which are incredibly small fibers found in plant cell walls. I was not aware that we were in need of a alternative to trees. Man, learn something new every day. Historian likens Ron DeSantis book bans to communism. Oh man, I can't wait to hear them try to compare Ron DeSantis to a communist. This has all the hallmarks of a I know you are, but what am I? Timothy D. Snyder, a history professor at Yale University, of course it was a professor, argued Wednesday that efforts to ban books under Florida Governor Ron DeSantis are reminiscent of communism. Yeah, Ron DeSantis is known for all of his communist takes. The historian made the case on MSNBC, of course, after dozens of books were taken from school libraries in one Florida county. Man, what a communist. Not letting children have access to pornography? What an absolute communist. Quote, when I look at Florida, I have to say what I think about is communism. Yeah, everyone looks at Florida and thinks communism. Snyder said during an interview about threats to democracy, quote, the book bans are the public gatherings and the singling out of authors. Dude, this is absolutely insane. Quote, it's funny. All this stuff is supposed to be anti-communist, but as a historian of communism, that reminds me of some of the basic things that were wrong about communism, he continued. Wow. I guess we called the leftists communists one too many times, and now they're saying, yeah, well, you. Thank you for that. Another great thing to come out of our universities. New research suggests physical exercise has little mental benefits. How come all the science seems to say that being healthy is actually not healthy for you? Need a brain boost? Fitness may not be for you. It is more common than not to hear exercising will provide a range of mental health benefits. But new research suggests that there is little evidence showing a correlation between improved cognitive health and physical exercise. Analyzing data from over 100 individual trials involving more than 11,000 healthy participants found inconclusive evidence that physical exercise improves cognitive ability, according to findings published by Nature Human Behavior. I think you're missing the point when people say it will improve your... We're talking about mental health. It'll make you less depressed, not that it will raise your IQ or something. You heard it here first, folks. Stop trying to be healthy. Fruit Loops are healthier than eggs, and exercise is bad for your brain. Man. This is peak 2023. We needed to replace trees with fake trees and stop exercising. Fantastic. Fear pervades Tennessee's trans community amid focus on Nashville shooter's gender identity. Oh, man. Christian children murdered, trannies most affected. Shortly after news broke Monday of a fatal shooting at a private Christian Nashville elementary school, police said the suspect was transgender. This detail, according to trans people in the state, has poured fuel on an already combustive environment that has led many of them to fear for their safety. Only the most narcissistic people in the world can look at the bodies of dead children and say, oh my gosh, this is all about me. Within 10 minutes of police saying that the suspect was transgender, the hashtag trans terrorism trended on Twitter. It's because that's what it was. Around the same time, Republican lawmakers and conservative firebrand MTG insinuated in social media posts that the shooter's gender identity played a role in the shooting. Oh yeah, insinuated. Or stated the fact. And by Tuesday morning, the cover of the Rupert Murdoch-owned New York Post read, "Transgender killer targets Christian school." Again, an accurate piece of information. Quote, "We are terrified for the LGBTQ community here," Kim Spoon, a trans activist based in Knoxville, Tennessee, said. "More blood's going to be shed, and it's not going to be shed in a school." Wow. I mean, holy crap. The narcissism of these people and just the soulless demonic possession that's clearly going on here. You don't know if the shooter's identity is going to trigger a community of people who already hated us to come and try to shoot us to prove a point, Sadler said. At the end of the day, there's a lot of hurt going around and there's a lot of anger going around. There's a lot of confusion going on. Wow. That is just remarkable. Again, like I said, Christian children murdered, the trans community most affected. What a time to be alive.